What's up everyone? This is Ace10 Plays, and welcome to Among Us. This video is part of a series in which we take a tour of one of the maps in Among Us, showing how to complete all crewmate tasks, what sabotages are available for impostors, and how crewmates can counteract them. If you have a copy of the game, you can practice these tasks and sabotages yourself by going to Free Play. In this video, we'll be diving into the MIRA HQ map. Let's jump right in. When a game starts on the MIRA HQ map, we will start on the launch pad. Let's open up the map real quick. We will head around the map and show off what each room is and how to get there. So starting from the launch pad, let's head down and to the right. If we head up and to the left, we will be in the locker room. This is on the way to reactor and laboratory. To get there, you'll need to push the button and then head into the decontamination room. After you are successfully decontaminated, you will now be in reactor and laboratory. So reactor will be to the left. And laboratory will be to the right. Okay, if you want to leave, you'll need to use the button next to the door, and then head back through decontamination. Okay, so let's head down. Here is Medbay, which is very similar to Medbay in the Skeld and on Polis. Next is Communications. This is similar to the room in the Skeld as well. Okay, if we head through this hallway and then to the right, we will be in the cafeteria. This is the location of the emergency button, as well as where all crewmate meetings occur. So unlike the Skeld, where we started in the cafeteria at the beginning of the game and you're brought there after each emergency meeting, in MIRA HQ, you start at the launch pad, but then end up in the cafeteria after each emergency meeting. Heading down from cafeteria is the balcony. And then, if you head to the bottom left of cafeteria, is the entrance to storage. Heading back up through the hallway from cafeteria, let's head straight north. Here is the office. Here is admin. And finally, the very top is greenhouse. Okay, so if you're playing on free play, you can go to the laptop in the cafeteria and assign yourself tasks. And that is exactly what we're going to be doing as I show you the tasks you can complete as a crewmate. Okay, so the first location we're going to be going to in MIRA HQ is the launch pad, the area where you start in the game. Launchpad has 3 tasks: fuel engines, run diagnostics, and divert power to launchpad, which actually starts in the reactor. So let's take a look at our map real quick. We can see where our tasks are located. As a reminder, you can use the tab key on the keyboard to head to the map, or you can click on the icon in the top right. If you're playing on iOS or Android, those controls might be in a different spot. Okay, the first task is run diagnostics. To begin diagnostics, hit the spacebar or click on the spacebar. And this one is very similar to inspect sample in the Skeld map, where you start the task and you are able to run around and complete other ones as the countdown remains on the top left. So feel free to grab a coffee, do whatever you need to do, maybe another task, such as fuel engines. Okay, this one's very similar to the Skeld, where in storage you would fill the gas tank. Here you would fill it in launchpad, and it's just as simple as that. We're done. For now, let's head to reactor since our run diagnostics task is still underway. For all divert power tasks, you will have to head to the reactor. And just like the Skeld, all you have to do is move the highlighted slider all the way up. And then complete the task in the room. All done. Just in time for our run diagnostics task to complete. Okay, all we have to do is pick the anomaly. You just have to click on the red circle on the ship, and we're done. Okay, up next we're going to head to reactor and laboratory. As a reminder, you'll have to pass through the locker room and decontamination in order to get to reactor and laboratory. So first up is reactor. Here's the start reactor task. It is very, very similar to the one in the Skeld. Okay, the next task is unlock manifolds, which is over here. This one, again, very similar to the Skeld, in which you just click the numbers in order. Okay, the next 3 tasks are going to be in laboratory, except the divert power, of course, is going to start in reactor. So let's move that slider up, and our second part of that task is to accept the diverted power. And just like the Skeld, all the diverted power panels look the same. Okay. The next 2 tasks in the laboratory are assemble artifact and sort samples. This one is assemble artifact. Here you're assembling a crystal that's broken into 5 different pieces. All you have to do is click on the bottom piece, put it into position, and then in sequence, grab each one. There we go. This is a little tricky if you're not too good at this sort of thing. There we go. All right. And the final task in laboratory is sort samples. And here we have 3 different boxes: jewels, leaves, and animals, I suppose. So you'll need to move each of them in their appropriate box. And that will complete the task. Okay, the next set of tasks we have are in hallway, medbay, and cafeteria. Let's head to medbay first. The medbay task is submit scan. Just like in the Skeld and in the Polis maps, this is a visual task. So if you see a crewmate performing this task, and it looks like this, you will know that they are in fact a crewmate and not an imposter. However, visual tasks do need to be enabled in the lobby you're playing in, so keep that in mind. This is also the only visual task available on the MIRA HQ map. Next, let's head to hallway. And this is our favorite wiring task. This will be a series of 3 parts. After you complete the task in one location, you'll need to head to other locations in order to complete it. And the first location will be randomized. Okay, the last location is going to be in the greenhouse. We're going to save that for a little bit later. Finally, let's head to cafeteria. Cafeteria has 2 tasks: empty garbage and buy beverage. Here is empty garbage. That's just a 1-part task, as opposed to the Skeld, in which it is a 2-part task. And the final task in cafeteria is buy beverage. So, take a look at the picture in the bottom right. That is the beverage you'll need to buy. And take a look at where it is here. Just type in the letter and the number corresponding to what you want to order, and click on the green check mark. All done. Okay, the final tasks we're going to perform are in the office, admin, and greenhouse. So all 3 of these are located in the very top of the map. Let's do the office first. Here is process data. This is very similar to the Skeld and Polis, in which all you have to do is click one button. Okay, next is admin. Okay, here is our prime shields task. Very similar to the Skeld, in which you just have to click on the red hexagons. Here is enter ID code. Click on the card in the wallet to see the 5-digit code, and simply type the 5-digit code in and click the green check mark. Finally, we can chart our course, which is similar to the navigation task in the Skeld. That takes care of all the tasks in admin. And finally, in the greenhouse, we can clean the O2 filter. This is similar to the Skeld, in which you would drag all of the leaves onto the left side of the screen. Alright, and let's fix our final wiring panel here. The final few tasks are going to be in storage and balcony, which are both located right off of the cafeteria. So let's head to the bottom right of the map. Storage is located in the bottom left of cafeteria. And the task there is water plants. All you have to do is grab the watering can, and then head back to the greenhouse in order to complete the task. Alright, that third one looked like a Korok, didn't it? Okay, now that we're back in cafeteria, let's head south into the balcony. The first task here is measure weather. All you have to do is click on begin, wait about 5 seconds, and we're finished. The final task in balcony is clear asteroids. This is similar to in the Skeld, where you're defeating asteroids. This task is also on the Polis map. All finished. Okay, now that we're done with all of the crewmate tasks, let's take a look at what the impostors can do. So to practice your imposter skills, just head to the laptop in cafeteria and click on the red bimpostor.exe file. Okay, unlike Polis and the Skeld, we cannot sabotage doors in MIRA HQ. However, the reactor, lights, O2, and communications sabotages are still available. Let's sabotage lights. In order to fix lights, we will have to head into the office. And just like the Skeld and in Polis, flip all switches until they are illuminated once again. Another sabotage that the imposter can perform is O2. This requires a player or 2 players to head to panels similar to the Skeld and type in a 5-digit code. It might be possible for 1 player to do this if they can get to each panel in time, but they would probably have to be close to 1 panel in particular for this to work. Okay, and that will take care of that sabotage. Another sabotage that the imposter can perform is reactor. Similar to the Skeld, reactor requires 2 crewmates to head to reactor in order to solve the sabotage. One crewmate will need to go to this panel to the left, and the other crewmate will need to go to the panel on the right, and both will need to open it up and hold on the red hand in order to reset the sabotage. The final sabotage that imposters can perform is communications. When communications are down, crewmates will not be able to see what tasks they have left to perform, and the taskbar at the top left will not work. In order to fix communications, 2 crewmates will have to head to 2 panels and enter the 5-digit code. If the code is not entered in time, a backup code will need to be entered. A crewmate will have to enter the 5-digit code on one panel, while another crewmate enters the same 5-digit code in the other panel. One panel is located in communications, and the other panel is located in the office. MIRA HQ is unique in that imposters have the ability to vent pretty much anywhere on the entire map, as all of the vents are interconnected. However, crewmates can counteract this advantage by using the door log. As players move through the MIRA HQ map and go through the hallways, you will notice a little strip on the floor that flashes a color when someone moves through it. These are the door log sensors. As a player moves over this sensor, the door log will note that activity. To check this activity, head to Communications and access the door log. You will see that I've passed through the southwest sensor, then the north sensor twice, then into the cafeteria via the southeast sensor, and then back to Communications via the southwest sensor. As imposters vent around the map, let's say for example, I should be in the southwest right now, but I move into the cafeteria. And I pass through the southeast sensor and southwest sensor again. This should be impossible for a crewmate to do unless they are the imposter. Imposters can manipulate this, however, by sabotaging communications. When communications are sabotaged, the door log is disabled and all events will be deleted after communications is restored. Alright, and that will do it for the MIRA HQ map. If you're a crewmate, happy task solving, and if you're an imposter, happy murdering. Take care.